At some point, everyone who practices calisthenics or body weight training asks themselves the same question. What's next? Maybe you've mastered pull-ups, push-ups, maybe even some advanced skills, but now progress just feels confusing. Do you make the exercises harder? Do you add more reps? Do you add more weight? Today I'm going to give you a simple step-by-step framework that's going to tell you exactly what to train, when to progress, and why staying around 70 to 80% effort is the key to long-term results. This framework has 5 steps, and I even included a simple PDF in the description below so you can apply this to your own training. Step 1, identify your goal. Step 2, identify your starting point. Third, we want to learn how to apply the 70 to 80% principle. Fourth, we want to learn how to make subtle adjustments to form, tempo, or weight along the way. And fifth is just going to be tracking and recording your results and setting aside a day every 4 to 6 weeks to max out. And by the end of all this, you'll know exactly whether you should be progressing, regressing, adding volume, building muscle, or focusing on your skill work. Let's dive in. Okay, so like I said, we have to identify our goals. So you might have aesthetic goals, you might have endurance goals or strength goals. Maybe you want to be explosive and train plyometrics too. The more goals you have, the more you're going to have to periodize them if you want to make progress across the board. This ties into the second principle, which is identifying your starting point. Maybe you have a goal of doing heavy weighted pull-ups, you want to build a lot of strength, but right now you don't feel like you have the sufficient mobility in that exercise. Maybe you don't have a lot of muscle. This is important to address because then we can say, hey, my goal is strength, but I need to build my plan in a way that addresses mobility and hypertrophy or muscle size first. A brief overview of rep ranges for strength, hypertrophy, endurance, or plyometrics are as follows. Strength is going to be somewhere in the 1 to 7 rep range, hypertrophy 8 to 12 rep range, endurance is going to be anything in excess of that. Plyometrics or explosive exercises are usually somewhere around a 3 to 8 rep range. These are all subject to exceptions, but these are just the rep ranges that serve as a general rule of thumb. The third principle is that we need to introduce the 70 to 80% principle. Now, you might think this is counterintuitive, but hear me out because this can be applied to every one of the disciplines just mentioned. The 70 to 80% concept isn't really about training easy, it's about training submaximally enough that you can accumulate high quality work repeatedly. Think of it this way, we have 100% effort. Max weighted pull-up, this is your max out on your squat, all out front lever attempts, failure sets. The benefits is that it shows your current capability, it builds confidence and provides feedback. The costs though of especially doing this on a regular basis is that it's high fatigue, longer recovery, increased injury risk, and your technique often degrades. Maxing out is important so that you learn what your ceiling is and that you have something to strive for. But trying to max out every session usually leads to injuries or plateaus. So set a goal every 4 to 6 weeks to max out, whether that's adding weight, time, or progressing your holds. But for the majority of the time, focus on building and sustaining the foundation to get you there. So an example of how this would work is instead of doing your max weighted pull-ups for a grinding set of 3, you do maybe 70 to 80% of that for crisp sets of 5. Instead of doing your max tuck planche hold, you do a regression that you can hold perfectly. Instead of front lever attempts that last 3 ugly seconds, you do band assisted holds for 8 to 12 quality seconds. In doing so, you're accumulating better movement patterns, more total volume, better recovery, and more practice. This is why elite gymnasts and strength athletes almost look casual in training. They're not constantly proving how strong they are. They're building strength. Because for calisthenics skills specifically, this matters even more because skills are learned through quality repetitions. The nervous system learns what you repeatedly show it. The fourth principle takes a bit of time and sometimes learning when we talk about making subtle adjustments to our form or tempo to increase the difficulty of an exercise. It could be something as simple as maybe ring push-ups got too easy and now you're exceeding the rep ranges for your specific goal. Great, now you can focus on slowing the eccentrics, incorporating RTO, which also includes a controlled isometric at the top, into your training, and then maybe after that we start adding weight. Or it could be something as complicated as diagnosing your own weak links to make it effective by adapting and regressing the exercise to your particular level, your anatomical limitations, to actually progress instead of struggling by compensating with other muscle groups. And then fifth is going to be tracking your results so you have something to measure. And then every 4 to 6 weeks, maxing out. In my opinion, this is what makes the journey in pursuit so enjoyable, because you actually have something to work towards, and it really gives purpose to every session. The last thing I'll say is that strength is neurological, meaning if we have goals of adding weight, increasing power, or intensity, we need to go slow before we go fast. Dial back the volume, weight, and progressions, and lock in on technique. This is the 70 to 80% rule in a nutshell. Yes, it can still be hard, even harder than maxing out sometimes, because we have to delay our gratification. It requires us to leave our ego at the door and commit to focusing on all the techniques and subtleties that come with learning a new skill or exercise. If you're interested in learning how to balance strength, endurance, and skills all at once, or if you want a free program and a tutorial on how to build your own, check out these 2 videos next. Later, guys.